This is the second part of Topic B on page 176 with data file settings. Created Outlook PST data files. Once you create the data file, you might want to configure certain settings for the file. For example, you can change the folder name that appears in the folder pane or change the data file password. After an Outlook data file is created, you can modify the settings to suit your needs. So in the last activity, or the last lesson, I created the Spring 2020 PST folder. Now suppose I wanted to rename that. I would go up to the File tab in my Mail workspace, and from my Info tab, I want to select my Account Settings drop-down. From this, I want to select Account Settings, and this will open the Account Settings dialog box. You have a bunch of different tabs going across here. We want to select the second tab, which is titled Data Files. And this will list any Outlook data files that you have saved to your computer. You can see in that list I have the Spring 2020 data file. I would want to select that, and in the upper right above that list, we have a little toolbar, and I'm going to select the second button titled Settings. And here on my General tab, I would be able to rename this file if I wanted to. So maybe I wanted to name it Spring/Summer 2020. And you have the option, this first button, to change the password. Click on that. It's going to prompt you for your old password. And then it's going to prompt you twice to enter the new password that you want to update it to. And click OK. And you can click OK and close out of the rest of your dialog boxes. And then returning to your Mail workspace, you can see in my folder pane that name has been updated to Spring/Summer 2020. All of the same Outlook items that I saved in there, they're still located there. The name has just been updated, and also the password as well. So now with PST files, if I was to close out my Outlook and then relaunch it, you can see even before I can get into Outlook, it's going to prompt me for the Spring 2020 PST password. So that it's important to remember your file passwords. You can save it to your password list, but I mentioned this a few times. If you save it to your list and someone gets into your computer, they will be able to access that folder because it will automatically take you in. So it does defeat the purpose of having password protection on that. So just make sure you remember your passwords for your PST folders. So this one, new products that I create in the activity, is also password protected. And don't be like me and forget your password. And you can see it takes you then into your Outlook workspace. Okay? But you do have to have access to that password to even get into your Outlook, not just to access these particular folders. Because if you do close out, they will prompt you before opening up. All right. Your last video will be Activity 9.3 on page 178.